Control activities. A company needs to establish a mechanism to ensure that they have internal accounting controls and risk management controls. Supervisors need to establish a mechanism to ensure that the entities they regulate have internal accounting controls and risk management controls. The supervisory mechanism need not prescribe specific and detailed controls, but rather provide general guidance to companies. Companies are required to determine that appropriate internal controls are set and monitored at the senior management level. The responsibility for implementing and monitoring the internal controls should be clearly defined, and senior management should promote a strong markets compliance culture at all levels within a company. When ensuring that appropriate human and other resources are allocated to the markets compliance function, the company should consider the scale and types of the investment services, activities, and ancillary services undertaken by the company. Control activities must be designed to ensure that applicable regulatory requirements and the requirements laid down in the internal markets compliance policies and procedures are complied with in letter and spirit. The company should cover both the internal accounting controls, risk management, and other internal controls. Companies' internal accounting controls should include books and record-keeping requirements related to securities and investments. Segregation of duties controls should be designed to safeguard the company's assets and to safeguard the investor's property. Risk management and controls for companies should include controls for the overall company, individual trading desk limits, market risk, credit risk, legal risk, operational risk, and liquidity risk. Firm guidance from the senior management to the investment and other business departments regarding internal controls should contain general guidance at the most senior levels and specific guidance as the information flows to individual trading desks. Companies should have supervisors that are required to maintain written documentation about the application of control procedures. Companies need to determine that internal markets compliance controls are effectively operating as designed continuously. Companies must establish mechanisms to verify that markets compliance controls are being followed. The verification procedures may include markets compliance checks and internal audits, which should be independent of the investment or trading desks. External audits by independent accountants may also support the company's overall control system. Companies need to determine that recommendations by auditors and regulators are properly implemented. Companies need to determine that controls, once established, keep pace with new products, technology, and emerging markets compliance regulatory requirements. Companies need to establish mechanisms to report material deficiencies or breaches in markets compliance controls to the senior management and supervisors on a timely basis. Companies should be prepared to provide the supervisors with relevant markets compliance status as part of controls activity. The company's management should ensure that the markets compliance function is established as an independent function to ensure that markets compliance regulatory requirements are identified, understood, disseminated to the process owners, and implemented. Companies are required to ensure that the compliance function fulfills its advisory and assistance responsibilities, including providing support for staff and management training, providing day-to-day markets compliance assistance to the employees, and participating in the establishment of markets compliance policies and procedures.